What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Albert. Um, one question I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight, or one subject I want to talk to you guys about tonight is just gonna close my door there. What do you think makes a man? What is it in what kind of standard do you hold yourself to decide whether or not you are a man? How does one become a man, and what is a man? What is that? Why do we look at that as such an honorable thing? Why do we look at it as something that we all aspire to be? And all gender arguments aside, I'm speaking largely. I mean, I want girls to watch my channel, but largely my audience is young males. So I hope I'm reaching you guys when I talk about things like this. This subject's been extremely crazy for me because I've never had a father figure. I never had anybody to look up to. I never had anybody to define for me what a man was. So I largely had to figure that out on my own. And I know there's a lot of you out there who also need to figure that out on your own. And it led me down some very bad paths. At one time in my life, I judged my value on how many women I could sleep with. I judged my value on, what types of feats of strength I could complete, and I still to some extent do, but I do that more for fun now and not as a measurement of my manhood. There was, I think I'd even joined the United States Marine Corps, though I'm very proud of my service, but to prove that I was a man. And there's a lot of just different things that I've done that have affected my life just to prove my manhood. Well, I sit here and I start to think about this subject lately, and I think about it very differently now. As a man, you need to define what your values are, right? What your values are, not what everybody else's values are. You need to define those values and stick with them. Now, I say your values because I want you to be you. I want you to think about what you want out of this life. I want to think about what your values are. What is your best version of you in your mind? I don't want you to think about your mom's best version of you. I don't want you to think about your teacher's best version of you. I don't want you to think about your coach's best version of you. What is your best version of you? What are you going to be able to do with yourself that helps you to live, that helps you to look in the mirror, that helps you to put value into what you do? And you need to set the standard from that. Now, I've been in situations very recently where somebody tried to impose their own values on me. And my value, for instance, I had to disassociate myself with somebody or a group because of this channel, because I tend to curse on this channel. Well, my value is in speaking to all of you. And part of that is speaking my mind freely. And sometimes I'm going to fucking curse. I don't want those restrictions on what I'm going to talk about. Now, some people might look at that as saying, well, does cursing make you a man? Well, no, it doesn't. Cursing does not make you a man. But what does make you a man is sticking true to yourself and sticking true to your own beliefs. I'm bringing this back to what we do here in fitness, because what I want you to understand is that there's a lot of different images out there of different types of people. There's bodybuilders, there's fitness modeling, there's men's physique, there's all these different ideal types of images. And what I want you to do is not define your value based on how closely you match those archetypes. What I want you to do is define your value based off of what you want to look like and how closely you are getting to that goal. Not all of us can be Jay Cutler. Not all of us can be Kai Green. Not all of us can be IFBB pros. But at the end of the day, this is a journey that's based on what each of us wants inside of us, what each of us wants for our own sakes, not for the public's sake. I don't care where I place in a show, because I want to know that I've beaten myself. I'm not up against anybody else on that stage. Of course, yeah, everybody likes to win, and of course, my ego would like me to win. But that's my ego. Me, I'm up against the guy who competed at the LA Championships last time, who won my number. That's me. So that's all I'm looking for. And what I want you guys to understand is that winning doesn't make you a man. Lifting a lot doesn't make you a man. What everybody else thinks about you doesn't make you a man. What makes you a man is you. Your values, what you stick by, your code. And as close as you stick to that code under hard circumstances when nobody else is looking, that's when you're a man. That's when you're at your best. Fuck society. Fuck anybody who tries to tell you what you should be. You in your mind need to know and understand what you want to be. And from there, you will succeed. Hope that wasn't too jumbled up. And I hope I got some kind of message across to all of you. So, that's it for the night. Have a good evening.